Welcome back to Tiara Talks. Since Miss Cosmo is fast approaching and Miss Universe is tight on our heels, let's get back into pageant mode by looking at the 5 most impactful Q&A answers from major pageants so far in 2025. Often, pageant fans and vloggers tend to focus heavily on beauty, costumes, performance, and that coveted sash factor. But forget the one segment that tests a queen's intelligence, poise, and purpose, the Q&A. So today, we're spotlighting one of the most integral parts of pageantry, the art of oration. Get ready as we count down the top 5 most meaningful Q&A moments, delivered by queens who didn't just answer, they resonated. Starting off our list strong is Miss World Ethiopia. Hasit Diraj Masu, a 19-year-old chemical engineering student from Addis Ababa, made history as the highest ever placing Ethiopian at Miss World, earning both titles of the first runner-up and Miss World Africa. This made her a symbol of pride for many Ethiopian girls. When asked to those who misrepresent Miss World's true purpose, she replied, "Thank you so much for this question, because as Miss World Ethiopia, I have faced a lot of criticism from my country. A lot of people think Miss World is just another pageant, another beauty contest, but it is more than that. There are so many children and mothers behind me that get so many things from me from standing here. I am the first ever Ethiopian to ever make it this far, and I hold so much pride in it. And I believe making it here is not only for me or for Ethiopia, but for the mothers and children out there, for the kids out there. It is so much more than pageantry and beauty and anything. It is about purpose, and my purpose is to show you that you can do it. Thank you." Hasit grounded her answer in purpose and empowerment, making the Q&A about advocacy, not glamour. It wasn't rehearsed, it was deeply felt. That moment elevated her from contestant to voice. At number 4, we have Miss Supranational first runner-up, Miss Germany, Anna Valencia Lacrini. Lacrini, a Filipino-German beauty crowned Miss Supranational Germany 2025, gave a stellar performance throughout the competition. Her beauty and intellect got her a first runner-up position on the final night. Lacrini didn't only serve beauty and performance, she also brought intellect and cultural fusion to the stage as well. In the top 5 Q&A, Anna was asked to describe a time when she felt deeply grateful and it changed her perspective on life. She recalled about her time working in Caritas Manila and recalled how some of the little girls asked her for hugs. She responded with heartfelt sincerity, and it showed authenticity and caring nature. Her emotional delivery and cultural authenticity made her stand out. She didn't just speak, she connected, delivering a message that crossed borders and resonated deeply with fans.
Worked with Caritas Manila, and one thing that I remember was little girl coming up to me and asked me to hug her, and I said yes, and so many other little kids came up to me and came in for the hug, and this showed me the compassion and showed me that my From the Ground Up project is more than just love. It is compassion, it shows dignity, and I want to show the world that we're all here to show respect, love, and dignity when we come in together in supranational unity.
Taking the 3rd spot is the Philippines, Tara Valencia. Tara not only made it into the top 5, she stole the show on many occasions on finals night. She represented the Philippines with pride, prestige, and panache, and this earned her a spot in the top 5. When asked what advice she would give to young people struggling with low confidence and low self-worth, Tara said, "A lot of individuals would always bring you down, but I say this because I experienced this, but I was able to battle this by giving myself positive affirmations such as I am worthy, I am capable, and I can do anything through my power and through my own voice." Tara's answer embodied purpose. Her words carried courage, even though she had a slight stumble at the end and could have ended much stronger. Her vulnerability and the fact that the anxiety in her voice was obvious, I felt like it added to her message. It made her more relatable and showed that she has the ability to push through, and that was encouraging. And our runner-up at number 2 is Miss Supranational 2025 herself, Eduarda Brown from Brazil. This Brazilian bombshell is a 23-year-old literature graduate from Brazil, and she found the social initiative Protagonistas do Amanhã. So, is it any surprise she won the crown? When asked how she handles criticism as a public figure, Eduarda answered, "Along my journey, I learned about self-knowledge, and it is most important to know who you are and why I'm here. And doesn't matter what the other people say about you, when you know who you are, everything's become more easy in your life." Her response was calm, self-aware, and mature. It framed criticism not as pain, but as fuel to self-clarity. It was a key moment that underscored her leadership qualities and helped seal her victory. And our number 1 favorite Q&A for 2025 goes to Miss World 2025 winner, Sachata Opal Chuangsri from Thailand. Sachata made history as Thailand's first ever Miss World winner in its 72-year legacy. A political science student fluent in Thai, English, and Chinese, she's also a breast cancer awareness advocate inspired by her own experience beating tumors at age 16. Opal gave a fight and a half to get this crown, battling a dethronement due to her participation in Miss World, and she fought tooth and nail to get Thailand its first blue crown. In the top 4, Opal stated, "To me, I see this as like when you're taking care of a garden, everyone can water the plants. But in order to make a beautiful and long-lasting garden, you need someone who stays, and it applies to Miss Asia and Oceania. You don't only introduce people with the title of yourself, but on the other hand, you make sure that they feel that you are staying and standing up for them. Through my Beauty with a Purpose project, I learned that to live my life to the fullest, it's about giving back the life and the dreams to those that were taken away. And that is why I'm standing here today, to be the light of hope, to be the light of strength, and to live my legacy until the last breath of my life." Opal's answer merged her oratory skills with leadership. It wasn't about competing, it was about modeling integrity. In the top 4, she was asked, "What has this journey taught you about truth and personal responsibility in shaping how stories are told?" Her response was, "Being here is the greatest opportunity one could ever have in life. And one thing that I learned being here at the Miss World is the responsibility of how tourists is perceived. And I think that one big thing that we can do here, me and all the girls, including everyone here in the hall, is being the person who all of the people in our lives look up to. Because I always believe that no matter who you are and no matter how old you are, no matter what title you hold in your life, there is always a person next to you, whether it's a child, whether it's an adult. It could even be your own parents that look up to you in a way. And the best way to lead people is to lead with the gracefulness in your actions. That is the best thing we can do to the people around us and in our world." Her measured delivery and emotional resonance left an impact on all of us long before the crown was revealed. There is no other winner in my eye after her question and answer segments. Opal is just a brilliant speaker and is able to relay a message in a poetic and vivid manner. And there you have it, the top 5 most impactful Q&A answers in major pageants so far in 2025. These moments remind us that pageantry isn't just glamour, it's a platform for authenticity, a platform for a voice with substance. What do you think? Did we get it right? Which Q&A moment moved you the most? Comment below. Let's start that conversation. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See you next time. Keep celebrating queens who speak truth to power.